everybody, today we have beautiful gaming laptop MSI Pulse 15 B13V series. It's an Intel Core i7 13th gen laptop. Beautiful screen, 165 Hz refresh rate and great graphics, RTX 4060. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Start with bottom screws. So now we have to separate the bottom case from the palmrest. One more screw here. Okay, so find a gap between the case bottom and the palmrest. Then we can separate it. Here we have the part number. So now we can access all the internal components. Start with disconnecting the battery. And now we can take it out. So if the battery doesn't hold the charge or it's swollen, you can replace it. Okay, so that's our battery. Here we have the part number and the model number. Here under that cover we can see that's the RAM memory slot. So if you spread those arms you can take it out. So if the memory doesn't work, you can replace it. Or you can upgrade to the bigger one. This one came with 16 gigabytes. Here we can see our storage. So if your laptop doesn't boot and tells you no boot device, or you would like to upgrade your storage to the bigger one, this is how you can do it. And that's the NVMe SSD drive. Okay, here we can see our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi card doesn't work, you can replace it. Disconnect the antenna wires and unscrew this one screw on the top, and you can pull it out. Here we have the model number. Now let's take out our cooling heatsink and the fans. Very often when the heatsink is clogged or you have old paste, you would like to repaste it. Sometimes the fans don't spin, they are clogged with hair or they make grinding noise, then you have to replace it. So this is how you can do it. Take out all the screws. Now let's take out the screws for the fan. Now let's disconnect the fan from the motherboard. Gently lift the heatsink, don't bend it. If you bend, the heatsink won't work anymore. Okay, looks like we have to take out this screw as well. Now we can disconnect the fan. Alright. So that's our heatsink cooling fan assembly. Here we have the part numbers for the fans, and that's the one for the heatsink. Here now you can see our DC power jack. So if that jack is broken physically, like this one here, you can replace it. So disconnect it from the motherboard. And this is how we can take it out. Here we have the part number. Now let's take out the motherboard. So unscrew all the remaining screws. And disconnect all the cables. Disconnect the I/O board, and now we have to disconnect our touchpad keyboard. I always close those retaining clips, otherwise you can break them if you leave them open. Alright, and the motherboard is out. Here we have the part number. And here we can see our processor and the graphics card, GPU. They both soldered on the motherboard, so if these don't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Here we can see our I/O board, that's our USB ports. So if those ports don't work, you can replace just this board. So that's our I/O board. Here we have the part number. Now let's take out speakers. Very often, if the sound is bad, you would like to replace your speakers. So this is how you can do it. So these are our speakers. Here we have the part number. Alright, now let's take a look at the touchpad. Looks like we can replace it. Take out these 3 screws. And that's our touchpad. Look for the part number on the white sticker. Now let's disconnect our Palmrest keyboard assembly. So unscrew the hinge screws. Now unfold hinges and we can take them out. So that's our Palmrest keyboard assembly. If you need parts, check gotlaptopparts.com. And that's our beautiful screen, 165 Hz refresh rate, very fragile, very thin, usually sold in one piece. And look for the part number on the video cable. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.